Due to the recent TTM success I had with Goose Gossage that I showed you last month, I'm thinking of sending this magazine over to Ryne Sandberg, have a valid address that he signs through, put a couple bucks in the mail and see how I do. In the meantime, let's take a look at those who have signed TTM and IP in person. This is an old Sports Illustrated magazine because it's a little bit taller than what we're used to seeing. This is from 1955, and it's of Al Rosen, 53 MVP, he inscribed it. Taking batting practice to one of his teammates, also an Indian. I'm not sure if this is spring training or not. It's a good looking shot. And I already teased you on the Frank Robinson from 1971, inscribed as 586 total home runs. Preview of the World Series. Speaking of 71, Cy Young Award winner in the National League was Ferguson Jenkins, and he inscribed this 71 magazine with that. Nice pitching shot there. Another cool inscription on Carlton Fisk and his rookie year magazine, 72. They knew something was up, and he inscribed Rookie of the Year 72 at the bottom, wearing his number 27, and he wore 72 with the White Sox. This guy wore 32, and one of my favorite baseball autographs here in the magazine collection, Lefty Carlton, with all 4 of his Cy Young Awards listed below. Loves this. Coming off a great 72 season he had personally. The team stunk. Joe Morgan's Reds team did not stink. He signed Hall of Fame 90 on this cover from 1976. Got Rod Carew in person on the 77, the famous cover with Ted Williams. Just have Rod Carew on this one. That's a nice shot too. Some more Reds. Pete Rose from the 78 season during the streak, which he set the National League mark. And then when he moved to the Phils in 1979. Earl Weaver, Hall of Fame 96 inscription on a 79 cover. Gary Carter signed in blue. No inscription. This is from 1980. Really at the peak of his Montreal years here. Old Faces in New Places. Raleigh Fingers, Hall of Fame 92 inscription on the 81 cover. I like that one. Dale Murphy, 2 of them, 82 and 83. And he signed the 82 MVP of that year, and 83 the same for that year. Atlanta's Murphy goes for it again. He got it again. They didn't get the division that year. And this is a nice shot. The Reds in Philly, 83 spring training shot. Joe Morgan, Hall of Fame inscription. Tony Perez, Hall of Fame 2000. And Pete just signed his name. A couple of holograms. Early 80s stuff. How about some mid-80s stuff? Ronnie Darling of the Mets, 86. Getting ready for their big run to win the championship. Across town was Ricky. This is one of the first ones I got in person. Right up his pant leg. 86 cover. From 88, Darryl Strawberry, Mr. Longball. Signed in blue. This is more of a full autograph. He doesn't sign his full anymore. He kind of shortens his last name. Benito Santiago. Inspiration for the 91 Topps baseball card. They use the same shot. He signed big in blue here. 89 preview. This is a nice one. The big unit in silver. He had 2 types of autographs. You sign actually, you can read the R as more of an R than what he signs now when he was first playing. but I got to meet him, and I like the way it looks. I got another cover I'd like to have him sign eventually. Another Gary Carter on an issue of New York Magazine. The Mets were all over all magazines in the area during this time. It's a good article. It's a nice looking signature. Lots of cows coming up. Lots of cows. In silver on the dark spot. Cal knows what he's doing. And look how that bat just bends. I like Beckett's that have no other writing on, just pictures. And then in blue on the home uniform from Beckett in '98. Post streak. And then speaking of silver on the dark spot, just the way I wanted it. The tribute from '01 after this, just at the end of the season. Good looking auto on that. And the guy that Cal Ripken is forever linked to in terms of the Hall of Fame. He was inducted the same year as Tony Gwynn, 1997 Sports Illustrated. Tony Big Blue auto. Tony Big Blue on this Beckett from '95. Nolan Ryan threw his foundation on a Beckett's from '99, inscribed 69 World's Champs. Another Beckett from '92 in silver, hanging out at the ranch in Alvin. Cecil Fielder on a '91 Beckett, signed as number 45. David Justice signed his number 23 on this '91 Beckett. He was a lot of fun to talk to about the game. Just wanted to keep talking about baseball. Got this one in person, meeting George Brett. The darker blue on the baby blue Royals uniform. Love this cover. Except for that ugly scorecard. God. Doesn't match, the color doesn't match at all. But love George Brett. No, not Roger Clemens. The Hall of Famer. Brooks Robinson. My best, he signed it. That's a card you put on a cover. 64 tops. Another Brooks. Signed Hall of Fame '83 and All Century Team on this issue of Sport Magazine. The ball coming right at him. So we got Greg Jeffries in person back in '88, and then 2003-ish, I got Jack McDowell. This is the '88 spring training preview issue of baseball. Cleveland's Don Lavelle did not make it to the majors. Pretty cool to have him sign it anyways, right? Let's go looking for him. One of the first issues of Baseball Cards magazine I got in 1987. Wade Boggs signed it on his shoulder. Met Jim Abbott in person. He signed in silver on this 1989 issue while he was still with the Angels. And this cover of Hispanic, featuring one of my favorite Rangers, Ruben Sierra. Got to meet him in person. He signed it in blue Sharpie, just by his leg. And there we go. Lots of Hall of Famers, lots of All-Stars, lots of magazines with ink. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Talk to you later.